What is up, everyone? I hope I'm talking loud enough and that you can hear me. I lost my microphone, but hello, everyone. I wanted to just come on and post a quick short video, real quick, just because it's been a while since I posted on there. Oh, well, on here. And I am about to start my new channel. I've been in hermit mode, but whatever. So I just wanted to show you all something. So I have my calendar, right? So it's a inspirational quotes calendar. And one thing that I did at the beginning of this uh, year is I went through each month and pulled a butterfly oracle life change card to see what changes are coming in for what's the theme for each month for the next 12 months. So I pulled the cards here, so I will show you the cards. And so for January 2026, we have seeking and finding is what came out. And so seeking and finding, this is what that card looks like. So whatever inspiration you can get from that, I hope that you love. So let's move on to um, February. So with January being seeking and finding, there were probably things that you were looking for within yourself or maybe outside of yourself that you hopefully were able to find. Um, and that's kind of really the theme that I felt through that month as well. But all right, let's move to February. I'm going to try to keep this being a short, but so here's February, and February is for emotions. So energy in motion, a lot of energy moving through us in various ways. And so, have you noticed so far this month your energy being in motion and how so, etc., etc. But this is the emotions card. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, I love it. So, like this butterfly, it's like indigo, and so it's almost like, the third eye's opening. But all right, so I will actually come back. I'm just gonna keep these videos short, and then they can just like go right up, and I will. You know what? Never mind. We'll just make it. We'll just make it a video. We'll post the whole thing. It'll be like a 7-minute video instead. Okay. So let's move right along. Okay. I'm like, why do I want to do a bunch? No, let's just do one. Okay. So let's move on to March. Here's March. It's a beautiful picture. March is about healing from the past. Healing from the past. So that is a lot of what I feel like is coming up right now in society, right? Like the microcosm is a reflection of the macrocosm, and the macro is a reflection of the micro. So um, everything that is boiling up to the surface has always been there. It just was not being looked at. Um, so there is a lot of healing that needs to happen from the past, and this is that card, healing from the past. So, if you guys want me to read the descriptions, then I will make another video where I go through and read the descriptions. Um, and if you want me to read what the quotes are from the calendar, I will. But I actually was just gonna stick with like just the theme for each month. So for April, take the next step now. Take the next step now is the theme for April. So moving forward, after we're healing from the past, how do we move forward from that? How do we decide to take the next steps forward? And how, what is that going to look like? So take the next step now. Such a pretty flower. And it almost matches like the thingy on the calendar. Cute. Anyways, All right, moving on. So, for May, we have the theme of, this is a pretty picture and all that stuff, but May's theme is spiritual growth. So, if we're looking at this whole year as, like looking at one continuous, cycle, like this is kind of, I feel like the evolution of what we're going to be going through the year. So it's like healing from the past, taking steps forward, and then, stepping into spiritual growth, because like it's all about learning and growing and evolving to be the best version of ourselves that we can be, right? So, spiritual growth. This is that card. Nice. All right. So for June, oops, I skipped it. Um, so for June, my birthday month, woo, we have like this rock face, which is cute. Um, New exercise program. So, new exercise program. So I know that you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start working out. I feel that this could also be the whole idea of, experiencing, once we experience our spiritual growth, then what is the next thing that we do? We have to exercise those new muscles that we are receiving through our spiritual growth. So I'm feeling like this exercise program could be like mental exercises, or once we are getting in the rhythm of doing whatever, however it is that we have grown and healed, this new exercise program is the new version of us that we are um, stepping into, is kind of how I feel with that. So, new exercise program. I like that. And here is what the card looks like. Aw, she's cute. She's cute. All right. New exercise program. All right. Now, July, we have, the pathway there. And then we have end of an era. What is that? That's so great, right? I love it because like, so I went through and I pulled the cards and I wrote all of these down, and like me going over it right now again with you is the like me just like re-seeing everything again. And yeah, end of an arrow. So it's like you saw like the road going into like the mountain road and everything. And here's the card. But I do feel this end of an era is in regards to, like us, and what, moving from what we have been into what we are going to be, or what we want to be, or, stepping into a new version of ourselves. So, we also, for August, we have this delicate arch, and yeah, I've hiked to this arch before. And it's changing your mind. So that's the theme. It's changing your mind. So it's all right to change your mind, like to not to make a decision at one time with the information that you have, and then later on, maybe with more information, you decide to do something else. There's nothing wrong with that. That's up to you, and that's like updating your software to make, better choices or better decisions for the version of you that you are at that point. Do I have a streak? Anyways, so changing your mind. This video is running long, but okay. So, I mean, like, if you got time, you got time. If you don't, you don't. That's okay. Um, Changing your mind. So, look at those cute little eyes on there. That's so cute. All right. Now, let's move on to September. September. And it is adult children. adult children. So I'm getting a few different messages with this, because like I know that like like in the book it talks about maybe having to like take care of your parents and stuff like that. But what I'm feeling is not only I feel like through this year, as we're going through the themes of like healing from the past and all of that, that what I'm really feeling is that adult children is more about like a playtime, like us getting back to what made us happy and joyful and excited and returning to that innocent part of ourselves and being adult children. But it could also, of course, have to do with maybe you are parenting, like reparenting your parents, um, with all of the things that you've learned. You know what I mean? So, spreading that information to them. And I know that not everybody is ready to learn, but I feel that we'll have the intuition of who it's meant to be shared with or not. And then here is the card for adult children. Cute. It's blue. So, yeah, very cute. All right. So for October, we have this picture. It's a nice little sunset, and it is Heavenly Signs. So we are moving on from being big fun kids to once we are in that energy and we are raising our vibration, it takes us into a state of being where we are able to receive the signs that we need. There's signs that we are meant to hear, the signs that we're meant to follow. So if it's like through heavenly signs, I feel like that is our guides being able to get through to us, our ancestors, our higher self. So yeah, I love it. And this is the card for heavenly signs. So pretty. It's a pretty one. Um, I was at the fair last week and they had a butterfly exhibit, and this butterfly was on that exhibit. Anyways, so for November 2026, we have this beautiful picture. The theme healthcare change. So we have had our new exercise program, and in November we will be it's healthcare change. So that could be the way. What I'm feeling is that's the way that we take care of ourselves. We're changing the way that we take care of ourselves by November. Um, the way that we look at food, the way that we expect our food to, you know, taste, look, feel, where it should come from, all of that. So that's what I'm feeling with the healthcare change is us being more mindful of what it is that we're putting into our bodies, but also what it is that we're putting into our minds, like who we're listening to, um, all of that, because all of yeah, the whole general health of our being is what makes us healthy or not healthy, right? So, all right, this is the healthcare change. All right, cute, huh? All right, last but not least, we have December. December with those beautiful waterfalls and sentimental feelings. So, I don't know if you guys have been seeing like on TikTok or whatever, Instagram or whatever, but people are going on AI and asking about December or like Christmas, 2026, and it's saying like, oh no, there's no Christmas or there's no Christmas event scheduled, and so we don't know what's going to be happening by then because there's still a lot of time, and I feel like there's a series of things that will need to be happening that there's nothing for us to be like worried about. Um, And if it's not a typical Christmas or whatever, then totally fine. But I do feel that the sentimental feelings comes from that. It's sentimental. What I'm feeling is like the sentimental feelings of letting go of what was, letting go of what was, so that we can step into a whole new era, a whole new being, a whole new everything. So, um, yeah, that's what I am feeling with that. And here's the sentimental feelings card. Super cute. So, yeah. So, anyways, I just wanted to get on here and post a video. It was gonna be a short, but then I just decided to keep rolling with it. So, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm recording this on the day of the eclipse, and so that's probably why I'm just like feeling this energy. But um, so happy Eclipse Day, and remember to let go of whatever needs to go, because we are stepping into a whole new, just a whole new version of ourselves. So thank you so much for checking out this video. I love it. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know when I'm going to post another one, but I'll see you there.